Hello everyone and welcome to my Undefeated Dark World deck profile. I went 5-0 with the deck, and I'll show the deck profile and just talk about some of the cards in it, and let's get into it. So I got triple Grapha of the Grapha, Dragon Lord of Dark World. I play 3 because I want to see it immediately for my accession, and then I play 1 of Rainbow to search Grapha or the other level 5 or higher's, or potentially special summoning from the deck a level 4 or lower Dark World monster. It's pretty good to either field, by the way, so I can summon Ceruli to their field. But we got Silva and Lucent as well. 2 very good cards. This is in this version, Lucent's a little bit better than Silva, but I mean, hand looping for 4 is pretty strong. And then I play my 3 Brows. I don't think I'd ever change this, to be honest, but might side one out there just because of there's better cards. But definitely will always play 3. Same with the 3 Snow. Very important in this build. Need to play 3. And then I got the 1 of Ceruli and 1 of Parl. Very good cards. Ceruli, definitely a lot better. I think you always need to play at least 1 in this type of Dark World deck. It's way too good. And proccing Silva multiple times, actually incredible. Parl's okay. I side it out most of the games to side in like evenlies or whatever, because Parl's just a monster reborn. I don't care too much about it, but now I saved the best for last. Triple Genta, Gateman of Dark World. Very good card. This is probably the best support they could have gotten. Discarding itself, searching for Gates of the Dark World, not once per turn, and special summoning itself by being banished once per turn is a little crazy, a little good. And then we play the niche cards, which is the 1 Catalyzer. It's pretty good. 1 Catalyzer is fine. Whenever I saw it, I played it. And if I had multiple in my hand, if I played more, that would probably be not the best. So that's why I play 1 Catalyzer. Very good, though. And then I play 1 Ito, the Supreme Magical Force. This is the point of the deck. So I give my opponent Ito on their field, and I summon Hope Harbinger, and now they have a permanent Ito that they cannot get rid of. Pretty good. It is pretty good. They can't crash with it, is the point of it. But those are pretty much my Dark World lineup. Now we go on to the dangers. So I play 1 Bigfoot right in the middle there. Bigfoot's good because I can special summon it with its own effect, or by Jackalope or Chupacabra, and then I just have a level 8 to go into my level 8 extra deck, or rank 8, I guess. It's very good. And then we play the Triple Nessie. I usually, in every game I played, when I was going second, I sided at least 1 of these guys out. Because like searching's okay, but like board breaking's a little bit better. So I usually sided in unevenly in replacement for a Nessie. And then we have the 2 level 4s. We have Choop and Mothman. I play only 1 Mothman because, you know, Tier Elements and other Danger Dark World decks might proc off a Mothman. And Chupacabra is just really good. It's a Fiend. It's level 4, and it can potentially special summon another Dark or Danger from Grave. So like Mothman, if it does get discarded. And then we move on to the level 3s. The 1 Sook and 1 Jack. If Jackalope was at 3, I think I would only play it at 2 still, and I'd only play 1 Sook, because I don't like the rank 3s. Like I don't really care about Lavianeer since Genta exists, but it's okay. But Jack effect, when it's discarded, is what I'd play it for, to summon a Bigfoot or a Mothman from deck. But that's why I play the 2 of them. And then we move on to the other tech of the deck. I play triple Keldo. I think all Dark World decks should play Keldo or Puppetry, Dark World Puppetry. I play 3 Keldo because interrupting graves is really, really strong, especially with stuff that like targets something in the grave and then returns it to hand or some stupid thing like that. Just interrupting that by just going banish or forcing out one of their cards. It's crazy. Keldo's really good. And then I play the 1 Medora because I'm not playing the trap, obviously, because that's a little too much. But we play the Keldo because it discards it and one other, and then searches for Medora and special summons itself. Or I can even search for another Keldo if I have a Medora in hand. Very good. It is very good. And then that's the monster lineup, so I'll quickly clear that. We'll go into the spells. So I play the double Dark World Accession. It's really strong. Dark World Accession is one of the best cards in the deck by far. Unless if you're not playing the extra deck, then it's just kind of horrible. But no, it is way too good. I love this card. I'm so glad they printed it. Can't wait to see other deck builds on this, because this is like literally my favorite deck of all time. So anyways, we'll move to the other spells. We got the 1 of Puppetry and 1 of Archives. It's good seeing Archives early, but like I don't care too much on it. Like it is definitely a plus, but like I mean, Dagaris is in our extra deck. Dagaris is pretty much Archives on crack, right? It is pretty good. Then we have the best spell in the deck, Double Gates. We play it. We only play 2 because seeing too much of it is a little meh. But if we see like too much of Genta, it's perfectly fine. That's why we play to the 2 gates, and we can loop it with with having Medora and the Keldos in deck. So playing 1 and then putting 1 back into the deck and playing 1. It's pretty strong. I wanted to play one of the other spells that would have replaced this Pot of Avarice. I wanted to play Pot of Acquisitiveness, but I was fine with Pot of Avarice. I didn't play it as much as I'd like to, just because I wanted to get more into the beginning of the ends, drawing 3 instead of 2. That's where Acquisitiveness would be better, but it was good. It did well. And then we played the 1 Dragged. Dragged is fine seeing it, because then you can at least look at what your opponent has and see what they're on before making decisions, like if I want to discard their hand for the Mothman or something, like risking Mothman. But there was a situation where it was like I'm risking activating Dragged against a Dark World player. So I just pray they have a card that doesn't do anything off of being discarded, which is hard to pull off. But I think I hit an Archives or something like that off the Dark World player, so it did do me well. And then we have... Oh, I guess that's it. That's the main deck. The card count is 40. And now let's move to the extra deck. So we have the boss of the deck, Grapha, Dragon Overlord of Dark World. Very, very, very good. Makes the deck the ceiling just so much better. I'm so glad they printed this. In alongs with Accession and Genta, it's just amazing. And then we have the Dugaris, the Baguska, and the Abyss Dweller. Those are our rank 4s. I think I made Dugaris almost every single game because my hands weren't the best, but I mean, Dugaris just makes them better. We got the Baguska, just in case if I fought any Fluwanderies. I did make it, I think twice, because people were playing like the shifters and stuff like that. So I just chose not to do anything. I just sat on Baguska. Did me wonders. Perfectly fine. And then the Abyss Dweller, literally obvious. That's why I play the drag, just to see what they're on. And then if I know they're playing tier, I'd be like, okay, Abyss Dweller time. And then we got the rank 8s. I only played 2, but they're very important. This is mandatory, and this is mandatory. Hope Harbinger, that's why I'm playing the Ito control, not the Neko Main King control. Hope Harbinger, sit in defense with Ito in the field, you're golden, because you just detach when they attack with Ito into Hope. It's like brain dead easy. And then we got the one of Coach King, beautiful card. I love it with all my heart. I wish I had the secret, but I mean, I can only flex so much. Coach King, I tried going for every game. This card against the Dark World player, my round 4, everybody was watching the table. I felt like the only comments that I could hear at the time were just negative, or maybe I was just focusing too much on the negativity, or that's all everybody was saying was negative comments. Like, oh, he doesn't have enough, he can't win. Like, I can't get another level 8. And this was like 5 minutes in time. And it was round 3, or game 3. And I was trying to get into Coach King, and I finally did it, and the entire venue went crazy. So, like, that's pretty good. So, Coach King will forever be in my heart. I wish I could play the Ghost Rare Divine Knight Felgrand I have, but he doesn't do anything. A little too old. And then we have our links. So we got the Akashic Magician. And then we have the Muckracker and Phoenix as our link 2s. If it'll focus again. So I play the Phoenix, just outing spells and traps. Pretty good. Or just sitting on it is fine because it has the battle protection. Muckracker, good, very solid plan B. And it does actually do something. It just sucks playing it. And the Akashic Magician to bounce back Ceruli or a danger back to your hand. Very important you play this. Very important. And then we have, for link 3s, we have one of Nightmare Unicorn. Very strong. I think nobody can deny Unicorn should be played in it. It's a fiend. It's for link scaling, and you get some draws if you do get your draw phase. It's very good. And then for link 4s, we have the Boral Sword and double Saryuja. Very important for double Saryuja, same with double Gates. If one's engraved, I can Modora it back into the deck and then just do it again. I think I looped Saryuja 4 times in one duel with these 2 guys, even though I Pot of Avarice one back into the deck, but I didn't make it again because, like, I've looped it 4 times already. I think I should win here. And the last extra deck is Underworld Goddess. I played this almost every single game. If somebody put up a Dragoon or a pretty formidable board, I just got rid of a problem with Goddess. It's pretty simple. I was debating not playing this. I'm very happy I did. It's very good. And that is the extra deck. And I want to show you my side. You can decide on a better side, but I think this one's pretty good. Runic players in shambles when they see Invader of Darkness summoned. Very good, very good. And then the spells, we have the Harpy's Feather Duster, obvious. And then the Triple Cosmic. I think when I went first, I would side in at least one of these against the back row players, even though I could probably skip their turn, just to set it. It's pretty good. And then every time I knew I was going second, I sided in all 3. And I think I saw it every game that I went second. Very, very good. Evenly matched. Lightning Storm, I choose not to play it just because of anti-spell existing. And evenly matched gets rid of more problems. And I don't care about my battle phase because I'm probably making Coach King that turn. And we have the Skill Drains. Came out in the structure deck. Might as well put it in my side. Solid. It's a good card. And then we got the double Royal Decree. So we can stop those nasty back row decks. I put in 2 decrees as well against those back row decks if I was fighting Labyrinth. I didn't, but I fought Shadow Imprisoning Mirror Macro Cosmos deck. That was kind of cringe, so I sided those guys in. And then for Floanderies, my tech, because I don't normal summon in my deck, so I do not care. I sided in 2 Narrow Passes if I fought Floanderies. This card says your opponent may only normal summon twice. Well, you and your opponent may only normal summon twice. So, again, Flounderies player is in shambles. And our last card is an extra deck. It is a time card. Cowboy for game. Because if I can't get to Coach King, I probably can make it to Cowboy. Which I should have, but I couldn't most of the time. I don't know why. I could always get into Coach King, not him. But that's the deck. So comment down below if you like it. Subscribe, please. Pretty please. Share the video to all your Discord channels and be like, whoa, this Dark World deck is so based and zaced. Share it to your significant others if you have any. If you don't, share it to yourself. Because you probably want to watch it again. And that is my outro. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.